Welcome to Left On Wed.
Bite-sized tips for people getting hitched. Georgia Fletcher.
Adam Sini.
In the same room.
How did we get here?
In this part of town.
I need to get my head out of the gutter and into the stars. I need to shoot for the heavens. If I miss, I'll land on the moon, and that's okay. Because this week's topic is, what a segue, by the way. Seamless, flawless. What a season of Left On Wed this has been. No sidetracks anymore. Straight to the point. Are you ready for the topic?
Lisa and Luke, are you listening? One of my lovely couples who likes to time how long it takes for us to go off topic, which we've actually started off topic.
We aren't on the topic yet. I'm getting to the topic.
So technically, we haven't gone off topic yet.
You went off the topic of me getting on the topic to say how often we go off topic. And now I've gone further off that topic talking about your topic of being off topic with who? Lisa and Luke?
But
They're on topic.
We're on. What do they wear to weddings?
No, that wasn't a segue at all. Okay, here we go. You've already read it in the title of the episode. I don't know if I bother telling you. It's dress codes.
I wrote the show notes.
Georgia does that. Dress codes,
What
Georgia.
are they?
I don't actually
Why
know.
do we need them?
Why do we need them? How do they work? Who wears things on wedding days? Basically, we're going to go through dress codes.
People do nude.
You said do-do. You knew as soon as you said it that you couldn't look at me in the eyes.
Do nude weddings.
Yes. Did you see there was one going around recently on
I did see
a celebrant Facebook chat, and there was a call out for a couple that wanted to do a celebration in the nude, and they were looking for a nude celebrant to go. Oh, I was keen.
Were you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'd be too worried about getting stage fright or something and my p*** going back inside my body. You know? If I was a photographer, it would be okay because you know the photos aren't going to be of you. But when you're the celebrant, you're front and center. I'm sorry. All right, what is it? Dress codes.
Let's name all the dress codes that there are.
Let's talk all the dress codes there are. Go.
Black tie.
Black tie optional,
Ooh.
which is a different one that I see as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart casual.
Smart casual. Cocktail.
How rude.
Don't turn it into that podcast. Semi-formal.
Why are you up to 2?
Garden
I'm sure we're up to
party.
4. Garden party.
I've written that down. Semi-formal. Did I say that already?
I can't remember. But
Formal. I feel like I've said some of these before.
dress for the venue, you said.
I did.
Dress for the weather.
Yeah, but you're not going to put that in
Costume.
oh my goodness. Yeah, costume as well.
Nude.
But these are the these are the sort of things that you'd put on your invites, right? People want to have a general vibe of what to wear from somebody.
What if you don't put it on your invite?
Then it's bedlam and people are going to do whatever they want. Okay, so you've got all those dress codes, right?
So
Cocktail,
many.
black tie, semi-formal, garden party, formal, smart casual. There's all these words.
And you were about to speak to the people about when the invite didn't have the dress code.
Just don't be stupid, people, is what I'm going to say.
Don't be stupid.
Just, think about it. Okay, for one, from a guest point of view, you're going to a wedding and you're like, what do I wear? Do I have any information from the couple on the dress code? If the answer is a no, then my advice to you would be, where are you going?
Yes, that's a great one. And for the weather too. But if I see black tie, I'm still going to Google it.
Are you?
And I'm going to go to images and I'm going to see what comes up for inspiration.
Yeah.
Like the wedding gala we went to.
Yeah.
That was Alta Moda. I can't even pronounce
Yes,
that
I had
correctly.
to Google that. Alta Moda was like Italian high fashion, right?
And I didn't want to get that wrong.
I know.
It was the night of all nights.
I wore a bright pink suit and then you rocked up wearing a bright pink dress.
I'm going to reverse the order of that because I planned my outfit well in advance. You knew I was going to wear pink.
Well, it was left
And
on
then
wed.
you copied me.
I didn't copy
We
you.
weren't even
we
on
got lots of
brand.
photos together.
So it was really good.
should
It was a
have
great
worn orange.
night. But I'm still going to Google the dress code. I am.
Sure. Well, I want to go through some of those and what they actually mean,
Can you please
right?
define them?
So
Siri, define
start with,
dress code.
don't say hey Siri because someone will be driving and then the podcast will stop. I'm sorry. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Now they've really been stuffed up. What's the other one? Hey Alexa. Now we've stuffed up everyone. You've got to be inclusive of everybody's AI machines. Hey, I said AI machines. Am I 72? What I'm trying to say is I'm going to go back to the couple, okay?
Okay.
They're planning their wedding. They want on their invitations a dress code, right? And you have that there so that people know how to dress, so we suit in, we fit in, right? My wedding yesterday up at June's at the Palm Beach, right? At the Palm Beach. We're on the northern beaches at the Long Reef Golf Club today. What a beautiful venue. Plan your wedding here.
Oh, we've got
Please.
exciting news.
Let's get on to the topic of dress codes. Yesterday they wanted everyone to be looking real dapper, and it was black tie. And it was black tie. Yes, you have to wear a black tie, black suits. So all of the gents were in black tie, black suits, including myself, black bow tie. And I even think that they'd put down black in general for everyone wearing dresses. So everyone was just wearing black, except for the bride, who was wearing a white dress. And it looked really cool. So, but they were very clear on their invitations.
Other than colour, what does black tie mean?
To me, it means black suit, black tie.
So what does cocktail mean?
I don't know.
Can we Google it?
We can. Well, what would you say cocktail means? To me, let's say from my point of view as a dude, cocktail might mean I can get away with chinos, shirt, and a sports jacket.
Because I think colour and
RMs.
florals
Sure.
for cocktail.
Yeah.
I think fun. I think summery vibes. That's what comes to mind when I think of a cocktail style
So
wedding.
what would you wear?
I have a nice floral dress that I've just bought. It's yellow and red and puffy sleeves. It's really nice and comfy.
So brides.com, oh, what a lovely name for a website.
Is it inclusive? No.
Say that a pantsuit, chic trousers and a top, or a skirt and sweater are perfectly good cocktail dress code attire.
A sweater.
Yes. And similar to what I said, you can wear a sports jacket with nice pants, or you can wear a full suit, no tie.
Chinos?
Chinos, yes.
Oh,
Okay,
they do
for
have
cocktail.
chinos.
The thing, and I think that we've
brides.com.
here is what we've unearthed is that it's quite ambiguous. So if you have a particular vision for what you want people to wear, maybe we need to be a little bit clearer than just the word cocktail. So what I saw recently, so we've talked about wedding websites on this podcast before, is here is all the details, here is the dress code, and then there was another page, clicked through, and it was like a mood board of ideas of what we're thinking
like
that people
that.
would wear. So it had, people in, like I said, sports jackets and chinos and nice suits and floral dresses. So then it was like, oh, very clear. It's like, okay, now I understand because I'm a visual person, rather than the word cocktail, which I think can mean a million different things.
And
as
we're
we've
going to
just shown.
Google it anyway.
Yeah.
Or ask our friends what they're wearing for inspiration.
Exactly. But if you want to cut out those conversations, I think, and we've said it a lot on this podcast, be clear with what you are wanting.
Because if you don't want your guests to wear beige or white, you need to make that clear in your...
Is it a no-no still to wear white at a wedding? White dress?
I don't know. But for me, if I see a guest wearing white, I go, you didn't have anything else? Because it also assumes that the people getting married are going to go into those traditional colours too. Last week, I did an elopement and the bride wore a black dress.
Exactly.
So we cannot assume because...
It makes an ass out of you and me. I did a white tie event recently. Well, it was probably about a year ago. And what they meant by that was it was elevated black tie. And I think she did a mood board to show all the guests. So it was like tails and top hats, and it was like full on next level. It was cool.
So it seems like we're walking down the path where a mood board is very beneficial.
I think so, for sure.
Yes.
And the reason why you have a dress code is because you might have a particular feel and vibe for your wedding. You've picked the perfect venue. You're picking your wedding party outfits, your outfits. You've got the florals. You've got all this styling. And then you get these people in, you want them to feel a certain way. And I understand why people do black tie dress codes and elevated dress codes, because it's like, how often do you get to see all these people dressed up, feel really fancy, and you want to feel like that sometimes. So it's like, I do understand why people do them, but you just have to be clear with them, right?
You do.
Yes.
You do what you do.
Why do I do what I do? I'm sorry.
So put the dress code that you are expecting on your invitation or on your wedding website, and if you have the time to create a mood board or a Pinterest board with some inspiration, make it very clear if you don't want your guests wearing white or beige or off-white colours. There's lots of shades of white. And if you don't want that, you need to make that clear as well, because there are some very white dresses with some florals.
So I had a friend, 2 points have popped into my head, Adam.
That's good.
Let's mark them off one at a time. Remind me there's a second point. Okay. One of my friends' weddings, they sent out all their invites and then they told everyone what the groom was wearing. Showed a picture of it and said, this is what the groom's wearing, so can we please avoid something like this because we want the groom to feel really special. And he was wearing like a cool green velvet jacket. So we wanted him to feel really special. And everyone sort of knew the bride was going to be wearing a white dress, so don't wear a white dress. So that was kind of cool. Second conversation that I've been privy to recently is my wife speaking to someone about an upcoming wedding that people are going to in this room about not wearing her wedding dress to this wedding.
Oh, why? Is it very alternative?
Well, the wedding dress, it's a white dress, and she's like, I want to re-wear it.
Oh.
The wedding is a same-sex couple, 2 guys who won't be wearing dresses, and was it okay for her to wear a white dress to this wedding? And Ange, my wife, said, no, it's not okay. And I was like, I don't know. I think it's okay as long as you speak to the couple about it. What do you think?
I agree with that. Have that communicate, like those conversations I understand are very hard because there's rejection sensitivity, which we both experience. You don't want someone to get you into trouble and make you feel bad about having that conversation. But if you don't have it, you'll stew on it and you'll be left wondering and not sure. So have the conversation.
Yeah. Also, I hear a lot from couples is like asking about dress code. It's like, because I don't want people coming in shorts. Right? If you think, because sometimes they're like family, like, Uncle Pete is going to come wearing shorts and I don't want him to wear shorts.
I've heard that too.
So how do you tell them not to wear shorts? Through a dress code.
Contact his partner.
I'm trying to think of a way that we can get everyone with some really succinct wording, Georgia, on your invitation. So it's like, when you say, I think semi-formal is a really beautiful dress code.
Easy.
Because it doesn't mean you need to wear a tie, but the word formal in there tells me that it's a wedding.
It's also important to think about the weather.
True.
And you can't control it either.
No.
Yesterday, I love that we record on a Sunday because we're fresh from a wedding.
Yeah.
And yesterday we were on the South Coast and what we anticipated to be a winter wedding, windy at Seacliff House on the occasion, but yesterday was warm. And we needed to get those fans going. We had the bridesmaids getting into their sneakers rather than their winter boots. No one used their jackets that they had bought. So it's a really interesting thing to think about, not being able to control the weather, but being mindful of where you are and what the weather might be doing. I also have another topic that I'd like to discuss with you.
Yep.
It's very easy for us to come into weddings and look at the guests, look at the couple, but what about what celebrants should wear?
Yeah.
What about the dress code for celebrants?
So I don't know if you get this, but when I sit down with my couple, I actually discuss with them, ask them for dress code. They tell me semi-formal or casual, whatever. And they're like, okay, can you tell me what the two of you are wearing and what your wedding party are wearing? Because then I can get an understanding of what is happening. This was many years ago, Alice and Michael, love you too, rocked up wearing the exact same thing as the groom and groomsmen, right? It was the same color, bone chinos, blue jacket, red bow tie. It was like, oh my goodness. And I got there, I was like, one of us has to change. I always have a spare jacket in the car just in case. Got to change, took my bow tie off, looked different. But I remember some of the guests were looking at me going, who's the groomsman that we've never heard of before? Like thinking that I was a groomsman. Like, I don't get the cut that he did.
And that would be easy to do as the male celebrant if you're wearing a suit because, there's only so many colours and styles.
Yeah. So now I always ask the couple, and I've had a few meetings recently actually where they're like, hey, can we look through your Instagram and just sort of be like, hey, we really like this suit. Can you wear this? And everyone's always like, is that okay? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know about you, Georgia. But I'm like, you just cut out a decision for me. Yes, please. And then I was writing my notes, wear brown suit. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have like 25 suits and now I don't have to decide. Thank you.
I know someone who wore a brown suit.
Who? Oscar!
Oscar, do you remember what I do?
You've got beautiful, almost like a Barbie, pick your outfit. It's great.
Oh my God, do you?
I've got an outfits options quiz.
Really?
So every dress that I own, well done for remembering. You're the best.
So you have like a little, this is what
Every
you can
dress
fit
that
in.
I own is in a Google form.
Oh my God, you're so
And
organized.
I send it to the couple when they book me. And Oscar
That's
and
cool.
Ruby chose a really fun dress for me to wear.
Cool.
So it also is easy when you have so many different outfits to get lost in your wardrobe and not sure what to wear. And like you, I also have different outfits in my car just in case, because not all couples do the quiz. They're like, you just be comfortable, wear what you want. But for me, it's a lot easier. You have something you want to say.
But it also informs you what the type of wedding it's going to be like, because that's something that we're trying to gauge as well.
Yes,
right?
They chose the most colourful,
so
fun dress that I rarely get to wear.
Yeah, it gives you an idea. The wedding I did last week, which was up here on the Northern Beaches as well, I wore my gala bright pink suit with white sneakers. First time I've ever worn white sneakers to a wedding. I always wear boots. I just had a vibe that it was going to work.
Okay.
Because they had given me a brief of wear something fun and colourful and just cash, and we want you to be the cool guy, whatever. And I rocked up wearing that, and the groom literally went, "Oh, nailed it." And I was just like, oh my goodness, I want to cry, because I've been so stressed about wearing white sneakers. I had like boots in my bag ready to change in case it was wrong. So I'm like, yes. But I love what you do. I think that's great.
Yeah, because I've also had couples say, we don't want you to wear a suit. We don't want you to wear a hat. I've had some requests as well of what not to and what to do. And with that quiz being sent out straight away, it just alleviates all of that.
And I think we can link this back to your guests, right? So we can give this sort of information succinctly to your guests on your wedding invites, on your wedding website. It actually alleviates some of the stress for guests, because me walking into that wedding not knowing if I was wearing the right thing was actually a little bit stressful.
Yes.
And then I felt validated in what I was wearing when I got that from the groom.
Rejection sensitivity.
Yeah. But if we can give that sort of information to guests prior as well, so everyone feels comfortable in what they're wearing, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Dressing for the weather is super important.
Very important.
Sweaty boys and girls, you want to make sure you're wearing the right things.
They had some patches yesterday.
I've got those.
They were cool.
Sweat
There's
pads.
White and black.
Yeah, you can put them into your shirt.
So
If you're a really
cool.
sweaty person and it shows through your shirt, sometimes I wear them in
That's
summer.
great.
They're just like pads, and you stick them on and they absorb everything before it goes to your shirt. Do you know what I also wear? This is a tip for someone who might be wearing a suit. I used to, if it was a really hot day, not wear a suit, just roll up my shirt. But that would show all the sweat because it was that hot. So now I actually will wear a jacket if it's a really hot day to cook it in, but then you can't see how much I'm sweating. I know that's really disgusting, but sometimes it's so hot at a wedding.
My eye's twitching, can you see?
Why is it twitching? Are you okay? Do you want to go to an optometrist? We can go right now.
Should we? What do you wear to an optometrist?
Nothing. Wait, what's an optometrist?
Hey, thanks for listening.
We are so happy that you listened. I'm over the moon. In fact, if you want a little bit more, follow us on the socials. Where are we?
You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Left on Wed Podcast.
And if you want to inquire with our services for Celebrant MC and coordination, you can find Georgia at Georgia Fletcher Celebrant.
And you can find Adam at Married by Adam.
Hey, if you have any ideas, questions, topics for episodes, please slide into our DMs. You can send us an email as well, which is
leftonwedpodcast@gmail.com.
And if you're loving the podcast, please tell your friends, tell people who are getting hitched. We need you to spread the word like wildfire. Get it out there.
We really want to say a big thank you to Long Reef Golf Club as well for letting us record the podcast here at their incredible wedding venue. So inquire with them today if you're looking for the perfect wedding venue for your private event or your wedding.
See you there soon, Georgia.
See you there.